gwapụtara Maria.
O wetara ime senike nke mmụọ nsọ.
Ekene Maria jupụtara na grace, osebụwa nọnyere ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile, ọ dịazị ngọzi bụ nwa afọ gị Jesu.
Maria dị asọ nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara anyị ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na ama n'ọnwa anyị. Amen.
Nyaju odibo nwanyị nke osebụrụ ụwa.
Ka o rere m ka isi kwu.
Ekene Maria ijupụtara na gracia, osebụrụ ụwa nọnyere ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile, ọ dịazị ngọzi bụ nwa afọ gị Jesu.
Maria dị asọ nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara anyị ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na ama n'ọnwa anyị. Amen.
Okwu emela arụ.
O wee binyere anyị.
Ekene Maria ijupụtara na gracia, osebụrụ ụwa nọnyere ịdị ngọzi n'etiti ikporo niile, ọ dịazị ngọzi bụ nwa afọ gị Jesu.
Maria dị asọ nne nke Chukwu, rịọbara anyị ndị nje arịrịọ, kịta na ama n'ọnwa anyị. Amen.
Rịọbara anyị arịrịọ, ọ nne nke Chukwu dị asọ.
Ka o wee metụ n'aka nkwa nke Kristi.
Arịrịọ, anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu, ka irinyere gracia anyị n'ime obi anyị, ka anyị bụ ndị eze butere ozi ọma, wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwa gị, site n'afọ ya na obi ya, wee bata n'otito na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya, site na Kristi dị mere anyị. Amen. Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'izu na kịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'izu na kịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen.
Otito dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Etu ọ dị n'izu na kịta na ebo niile n'ụwa ebe ebe. Amen.
Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwere gara aga,
so n'ekpere nke Chukwu, ka ha zuru ike na ndokwa.
ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa.
Amen.
Guys, like, subscribe, and share, right?
Ụmụ
Thank
anyị
you.
nọnyere ụnụ,
Nọnyekwara mmụọ gị.
ka Chineke ike niile gọzie ụnụ, Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Ekpere a bịara gị site na nkwado ndị Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited Nnobi, ndị na-alụpụta Love Bite Bread nọ na nọmba 1 Nwosu Mmadụka Close, Umuru Nnobi, 081-4982-8254.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good evening and welcome to Abona, the 103.5 news update this evening. Today, Friday, the 21st day of April 2023, and the time is 5 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Epan Chukwueze is my name. The headlines. Security. Anambra communities urged to support Governor Soludo on rural development. 26 suspected remanded as court clash claims over 30 in Enugu. Anambra has highest number of children with tuberculosis. Official. Enugu Varsity bans staff, students from fixing artificial nails, eyelashes. Civil war. Apologize to Ndigo before prayers. Abia PDP tells Gowon. Russia forces Ukrainian children to attend military patriotic education camps in Crimea. Now, details. Anambra communities urged to support Governor Soludo on rural development. Communities and well-to-do individuals in Anambra State have been urged to support Governor Chukwuma Soludo's efforts to achieving his dream of a secured state. Prime Minister of Anambra State Association of Town Unions, ASATU, Ambassador Dr. John Meshie made the appeal while reacting to the decision of communities in Nnewi South to install high-tech digital equipment for the security of lives and property in the area. It will be recalled that a group known as Nnewi Concerned Citizens, had during the Nnewi Easter Summit 2023 launched a new digital security project that would cover the communities in the local government. In a statement by his media office, Meshia would doubles as the President General of Umweri community, commended members of Nnewi concerned citizens and the President General of the communities that make up Nnewi South for what he described as their patriotic gesture, which he said demonstrates their commitment to the betterment of lives of their people. He therefore urged well-to-do individuals and communities across the state to emulate the people of Nnewi South by coming up with developmental initiatives for their communities, since, according to him, government alone cannot do everything. He said, I want to commend members of Nnewi concerned citizens for their patriotic initiative. This is also to commend, in a special way, the President General of Communities in the local government for being part of this great movement on security. In the past 1 year in office, I introduced CCTV camera installations in our community. I also launched walkie-talkie usage for our vigilante group, donated cars to aid our vigilante group, as well as pleaded with other communities in the state to also introduce the same in their communities to curb crime in Anambra State. I was overjoyed when I saw that the people of Newisa did not only heed to my call, but did it in a way that is marvelous in human eyes. They invested heavily in the acquisition of CCTV security cameras, walkie-talkie, cars for the vigilante group, covering the whole local government area. For me, that is a commendable action that could only come from a group of progressive minds. I am very proud of the leadership in the Nnewi South. It is my prayer that well-meaning citizens from other local government areas come together to do what the people of Nnewi South is doing, Meshe said. 26 suspects remanded as court clash claims over 30 in Enugu. The police in Enugu State have arrested 26 members of different court groups. They were arraigned before a magistrate court sitting in Enugu on Thursday and remanded in the correctional service. Newsmen reports that the arrest came amid the ongoing rival court war in the state, which has claimed about 30 lives in Nsukka, Agbani, and Enugu metropolis. This was confirmed through a statement made available to journalists by the police public relations officer, DSP, Daniel Ndukwe. He said they were arrested by police operatives of the command's anti-cultism squad and subsequently arraigned before the court. The suspects are between the ages of 18 and 40 years. Ndukwe said the suspects, all male, confessed to being members of Supreme Vikings and Black Ass confraternities, the two groups involved in the court war. Preliminary investigations revealed that some members of Black Ass Confraternity in 29 March 2023 at about 10 p.m. conspired, shot, and injured a member of Supreme Vikings Confraternity in the arm at Emene, Enugu. On receipt of the information, members of Supreme Vikings Confraternity, in solidarity with their murdered member, conspired and declared war against members of Black Ass Confraternity, which has led to murderous armed attacks between the secret cult groups in different parts of Enugu metropolis, Agbani, and Nsukka areas of the state. The investigation further revealed that the attacks have led to the murder of a yet to be ascertained number of individuals on different dates and times in the mentioned locations. The suspects were arraigned in court and remanded in Nigerian Correctional Custodial Center operation while frantic operational and investigative efforts are on course to apprehend and bring other perpetrators to the of the act to book. Meanwhile, the commissioner has urged parents, guardians, community, and religious leaders in the state to caution and dissuade their children, wards, or subjects from partaking in secret cultism and its related criminal activities, as the police will not relent in line with extant laws to deal decisively with anyone apprehended. He further enjoins the citizenry to continue to support the police by promptly reporting criminal suspects and their activities, including those of secret cult groups, to the nearest police station, Ndukwe said. Anambra has highest number of children with tuberculosis. The program manager, Anambra State Tuberculosis, Leprosy, and Borrelli Ulcer Management, Dr. Ugochukwu Chukwulebelu, says the state ranks highest in childhood tuberculosis contribution in Nigeria. Chukwulebelu made the disclosure at the ongoing stakeholders engagement organized by the Federal Ministry of Health in partnership with the KNCV Tuberculosis Foundation and Breakthrough Action Nigeria on Thursday in Oka. He described TB as an airborne disease caused by a bacteria called Microbacterium tuberculosis, which usually attacks the lungs and could also damage the other parts of the body. The program manager said that the disease spread through the air when a person with tuberculosis of the lungs or throat coughs, sneezes, or talks. According to the statistics on TB burden, Nigeria ranks number 6 in the world and number 1 in Africa, with every local government having TB cases. Anambra has the highest burden of TB drug-resistant cases and the childhood TB contribution in the southeast and Nigeria. This is not a good thing for the state. To reduce the high burden of TB, the state government, in collaboration with the National Tuberculosis and Leprosy Control Program and other partners, set up 14 laboratories with Gen expert machines for diagnosis. We have about 800 directly observed treatment centers for TB, but the major problem is lack of awareness among residents and more about TB, its diagnosis and treatment, he said. Enugu Varsity bans staff, students from fixing artificial nails, eyelashes. The management of Geoffrey Okoye University, Enugu has banned the wearing of shorts by staff and students to work and lectures. Go Uni, an institution owned by the Catholic Diocese of Enugu, also stated that fixing fingernails, eyelashes, and other artificial materials on the body will no longer be allowed in the university. Vice Chancellor of the university, Reverend Prof. Christian Aneke, who made the announcement while addressing staff and students and its group of institutions, warned the management would not tolerate staff or students who wear tights or other materials that expose the sensitive parts of their bodies, stressing that such acts distract other members of the university. He made it clear only black and brown hair would be allowed on campus and gave the staff and students 1 month to adjust to the new rules or be disciplined. The Vice Chancellor announced henceforth students will be expected to wear their faculty uniforms from Tuesday to Fridays, pointing out that the directive follows the abuse of the approval for students to wear cultural attires on Fridays. He said that the exchange of pornographic materials is taboo in the institutions. Aneke advised the staff of the group of institutions to be proactive and cover their lectures as the management will not have any excuse in case of disruption of the university's academic programs. The Vice Chancellor warned final year students against plagiarism, stressing that the university librarian had been directed to carry out plagiarism tests on all research works by the students and staff of the institutions. Aneke asked the students to report any staff of the institution who frustrate them in the completion of their projects. Civil war. Apologize to Ndibo before prayers. Abia PDP tells Gowon. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Abia State has urged former military head of state Yakubu Gowon to apologize to Ndibo over his role in the Biafra Civil War. The Nigerian Civil War was a 3-year bloody conflict fought during the regime of General Gowon between the Nigerian government and secessionist Biafra. The war, which began on May 30th, 1967, ended on January 15th, 1970, with a death toll numbering over 1 million people. Gowon, alongside the state governor-elect Alex Oti, who led a prayer session in the state on Sunday. The prayer session is scheduled to be held at Master Vessels Church in the Umuahia area of Abia State. A statement by Abraham Ama, acting state publicity secretary of the party, expressed worry over the choice of Gowon as a special guest. Ama, who said he was not against praying for the state, however, emphasized that Gowon's name unsettles many people in the southeast due to his role in the Civil War. He said the attention of the Abia PDP has been drawn to a news item in circulation on social media indicating that Nigeria's former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, would on Sunday, April 23rd, 2023, lead a prayer session in one Master Vessels Church, Umuahia, Abia State, under the auspices of his pet project, Nigeria Praise, to herald a new Abia, whatever a new Abia means. The name Yakubu Gowon is unsettling to many people in the southeast given the ignoble roles he played during the Biafra Civil War, for which he is yet to render any public apology. Ama said the choice of Gowon as a special guest in a state that is the hometown of slain General Agui Ironsi was insensitive. Wondering why no other man of God was invited for the prayer session, the PDP noted that Abia State had produced a Catholic bishop and other high-ranking clergy members. The party's state chapter stressed that Gowon had not publicly admitted his mistakes in the civil war. The only way the prayer session would make meaning to the millions of Southeasterners, dead or alive, is for Gowon to use the opportunity of the prayer session and convert it to a moment of truth and apologize to the people for his role in the atrocious war that led to the untimely death of millions of our very resourceful people, Ama stated. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Russia forces Ukrainian children to attend military patriotic education camps in Crimea, defense official. An estimated 6,000 Ukrainian children have been forced to attend re-education camps in Russia and Crimea. A top official on Thursday accused Russia of intensifying its efforts to force children in occupied areas of Ukraine to receive military patriotic education by sending them to camps in Crimea in a move to enhance its propaganda campaign. Moscow has been repeatedly accused of targeting children in its war against Ukraine by illegally deporting them to Russia, escalating fostering and adopting programs, and forcing children to attend re-education camps in occupied areas, prompting the International Criminal Court to issue an arrest warrant last month for President Vladimir Putin and Russian Commissioner for Children's Rights to the UN, Maria Lavola Belova. But on Thursday, Ukraine's Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Meyer accused Russia of further intensifying its efforts to plant aggressive Russian ideology in minds of Ukrainian children. A powerful propaganda campaign has been launched, she said in a Telegram post Thursday, adding that Russia was sending school children from the temporarily occupied Ukrainian territories to specially equipped camps in the temporarily occupied Crimea. In these camps, it is envisaged that children will live in Spartan conditions and carry out with them intensive activities of the so-called military patriotic education under the leadership of servicemen of the armed forces of the Russian Federation, Myla added. Roughly 10% of the children who were supposed to return to their parents from at least two of the camps have been suspended indefinitely and apparently held at the camps. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Security. Anambra communities urged to support Governor Soludo on rural development. 26 suspects remanded as court clash claims over 30 in Enugu. Anambra has highest number of children with tuberculosis. Enugu Varsity bans staff, students from fixing artificial nails, eyelashes. Civil war. Apologize to Ndi Igbo before prayers. Abia PDP tells Gowon. Russia forces Ukrainian children to attend military patriotic education camps in Crimea. You just listened to news update on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. News produced and read by Martin Epa and Shuku Ekeze. Thank you for listening. Good evening. Guys, thank you. Subscribe, share, and like. All right. Thank you.
103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm. Man is a political animal. That's why we all have our views on politics. Political View comes to you at Ebonadi 103.5 FM with Martin Epan Shuku every Monday, 3 o'clock p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. It's all about the day-to-day activities in the Nigerian political space. Views of political actors from various political parties on political process. Views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonare 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/GistFM every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.